Understanding the mysterious East, interpreting the timeless classics. Behind myths, legends, and ancient stories lies a real world shaped by power, desire, fate, and human nature. Truth and wisdom have been buried within stories passed down for thousands of years. Welcome to Mysterious East. Mysterious East. Reading the classics of Chinese civilization today, we begin the story of Water Margin. Water Margin is more than a tale of outlaws. It is a survival record of ordinary people living during the final years of the Northern Song dynasty. The novel is not concerned with who sits on the throne. Instead, it asks a far more human question. In a world where order has collapsed and justice no longer works, how much humiliation must an ordinary person endure? How many times must he struggle against himself before he finally abandons the dream of being a law-abiding citizen and chooses to pick up a weapon simply to protect his own life? Our story begins in the final decades of the Northern Song. It was an age filled with contradictions. On one hand, the economy flourished and culture reached extraordinary heights. Anyone who has seen the famous painting Along the River during the Qingming Festival can glimpse the breathtaking prosperity of Bianliang, one of the greatest cities on earth at the time. Yet beneath that prosperity, the empire was already rotting from within. Water Margin does not begin with heroes. Instead, it begins with the rise of a deeply absurd man named Gao Q. Gao Q started life as a street thug. He possessed neither noble character nor remarkable achievements. His greatest talent was his skill at Kuju, an ancient Chinese form of football. By chance, his talent attracted the attention of Prince Duan, the future Emperor Huizong of Song. Because he could entertain the future emperor, and because he understood how to please powerful people, Gao Q rose with astonishing speed. Eventually, he became Grand Marshal, commanding the imperial armies. This is not simply the story of a villain's success. It establishes the central theme of the entire novel. When the highest positions in society are awarded not to the most capable people, but to those who can best entertain those in power, the collapse of justice becomes inevitable. Once the standards at the top begin to decay, corruption spreads through every layer of society. Against this backdrop, we meet one of the most tragic figures in all of Chinese literature, Lin Chong. Why is Lin Chong so heartbreaking? Because among all the characters in Water Margin, he is the one most people can recognize themselves in. Lin Chong is not a natural rebel. He is nothing like Li Kui, whose violent nature seems almost born with him. Nor is he like Lu Jishan, who cannot tolerate injustice and immediately rushes to defend the weak. Lin Chong is a respectable middle-class man. He serves as an instructor for the Imperial Guard. He possesses exceptional martial skills, a stable government position, and a beautiful, devoted wife. His greatest dream is simple: to live peacefully, support his family, and enjoy an ordinary life. He has no ambition to overthrow the system. He does not even hate it. In many ways, he is one of its defenders. Yet fate chooses him precisely because he wants nothing more than to be a good citizen. The disaster begins with what seems like a minor incident. One day, Lin Chong accompanies his wife to a temple. During a brief moment when he steps away, Gao Yanne, the adopted son of Gao Q, spots Lin Chong's wife and immediately becomes obsessed with her beauty. He openly harasses her in public. When Lin Chong arrives, his fist rises instinctively, but the moment he realizes who the offender is, everything changes. His hand hesitates. That hesitation marks the beginning of his tragedy. Had Lu Jishan been standing there, the punch would already have landed. Had Wu Song been present, a blade might have been drawn. But Lin Chong calculates the consequences. He thinks about his career. He thinks about the power of Gao Qiu. He thinks about what will happen to his family if he acts. And so he swallows his anger. Like many ordinary people, he convinces himself that retreating one step will allow him to avoid disaster. But the law of the jungle teaches a different lesson. When a wolf sets its eyes upon a sheep, the sheep's retreat does not satisfy the wolf. It only convinces the predator that its prey is weak. Gao Yane becomes even more determined. Soon, a carefully planned conspiracy begins to unfold. A former friend of Lin Chong named Lu Qian betrays him in order to gain favor with powerful men. Through deception and manipulation, he helps create opportunities for Gao Yane to pursue Lin Chong's wife. Even after discovering the scheme, Lin Chong still refuses direct confrontation. He damages Lu Qian's property, but he never dares challenge Gao Qiu himself. Then Gao Qiu personally enters the game. What follows becomes one of the most famous episodes in the entire novel, the White Tiger Hall Trap. Knowing that Lin Chong loves fine weapons, Gao Qiu arranges for him to acquire a treasured blade. Soon afterward, Lin Chong is invited to bring the weapon into an official compound so that it can supposedly be inspected. Lin Chong is a military instructor, not a politician. He understands combat. He does not understand intrigue. Excited by the opportunity, he carries the weapon into the compound without suspicion. Only then does he discover that he has been led into the White Tiger Hall, a restricted military facility where weapons are strictly forbidden. The trap snaps shut instantly. Gao Qiu accuses him of entering a military zone with a weapon and plotting assassination. A crime punishable by death. Even at this moment, Lin Chong still does not rebel. He argues his innocence. He follows legal procedures. He places his hopes in the system. Fortunately, several officials recognize that he has been framed. Through careful intervention, his death sentence is reduced to exile in Kangzhou. Most people would be consumed by hatred after such injustice. Lin Chong is not. On the journey to exile, he suffers endless abuse. The guards assigned to escort him humiliate him repeatedly. They force him to wear painful straw sandals and subject him to cruel treatment. Yet Lin Chong endures everything in silence. He even treats them politely. Why? Because he still believes he has a future. He tells himself that if he can simply survive his sentence, one day he may return home and reclaim the life that was stolen from him. He writes to his wife not because he has given up hope, but because he fears dragging her into his suffering. His philosophy of endurance reaches its highest expression, and for the audience it becomes almost unbearable to watch. Then comes the night of the great snowstorm. Unknown to Lin Chong, Gao Qiu has no intention of letting him live. Lu Qian is sent to Kangzhou. Bribes are paid, plans are made. The goal is simple: burn Lin Chong alive inside the forage depot where he works. But on that particular night, nature itself seems unwilling to cooperate with evil. A blizzard unlike any seen before descends from the sky. And in the freezing darkness, as snow covers the earth and fate closes in from every direction, Lin Chong is about to reach the final limit of his patience. The man who spent his entire life trying to remain a good citizen is about to discover that some systems leave no room for innocence. To be continued.